Hello, hello, hello. Um, I hope I'm doing a good job here. So I'm using, my pillows to kind of have this kind of specially made tripod for smartphones. So forgive me if it's kind of, shaky and all that stuff. So I got my copy of The Last Story Friday. This was developed by Mr. Walker Studios from the one and only great uh, uh, Hironobu Sakaguchi-san and his wonderful team at Mr. Walker Studios. Their previous games, correct me if I'm wrong, have been Blue Dragon and The Lost Odyssey, both of them 360 games. So this game came out in Japan last year. It took a very long time for it to come here to America, and that came with the help of Exceed uh, Exceed Games. They took the time for to publish this game over here and localize it, and in my opinion, they did a beautiful job. Not to mention, just the packaging here is so beautiful. When you get it, it comes in these little flaps to protect it somehow. And as you can see here, as I pulled it away, the packaging itself is very reminiscent of a book. So as you can see here, it's got all the make-believe pages inside, and so on and so forth. Look at it from the side, the last story, and from the back, got this beautiful emblem. And so let's look at it, shall we? Sorry. All right. So as you turn it, it's just one simple page. This copy's for those who pre-ordered the game from GameStop and Amazon, and I believe only those two, game retailers or online retailers of some sort. So as you can see here, for those who pre-ordered it, you get the soundtrack. This is a 7-track promotional soundtrack from the great Nobu Uematsu-san. I mean, come on now. His name is synonymous with, gaming culture, in my opinion, with beautiful score and music. And not to mention, who would have thought that this guy growing up, he idolized Jimi Hendrix and Elton John, but yet he composes beautiful, beautiful orchestral music. So, here we go. So, sorry about that, guys. All right. As it says in the back, promotion use only, not for resale. Premium soundtrack, 7 tracks right there, and there's his name right there. Sorry for the focusing, guys. Really apologize. I'm holding the tripod with one hand here. So, music by Nobu Uematsu. So that's that. And the copy of the game also comes with a art book. It comes with a copy of an art book, and this is, I forgot how many pages this was, but I don't want to open it too much because I want to keep the integrity and just the condition of the book intact. But I did read through it, and it just has a lot of character artwork and location design artwork, and pretty much a testimonial from Hironobu Sakaguchi, and if I'm not mistaken, also the character design director. Forgive me if I made a mistake there. So there's also a nice, beautiful art book as well. You can see there the beautiful tiger and beautiful Leticia, or I think her name is that. I forgot. So I'll put this away here. And this is the copy of the game itself, The Last Story. You just this game, in my opinion, is truly a beautiful piece. As you can see there, it's a Hironobu Sakaguchi game, and the music by Nobu Uematsu-san. Sakaguchi-san and Uematsu-san. Sorry. Again, these two guys are just synonymous with gaming culture and gaming, genre and era. Since the 80s, primarily so with the Final Fantasy games, and What can I say? It's a beautiful piece. Do not be kind of swayed away that it's a Wii title game. It's been made from the ground up to make use of the Wii's hardware, and everything about it so far. I'm really enjoying it. So let me kind of turn here. So here's the back of the cover. Uh, you know, uh, Again, it's a story of mercenaries who want to become knights. The backdrop of the game is relatively simple. It doesn't really follow the rules or the conventional methods of Japanese role playing games. It's focused on just one area, so to speak, and it just focuses on the characters alone, and they're not stereotypes. You're not looking at drastic hairstyles and teeny bopper kind of style. It does have a very um, maybe a dark tone to it, perhaps, but so far so good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and there's the title of it, The Last Story. Kind of ironic, don't you think, that his previous projects were Final Fantasy, and yet this is titled The Last Story. And as I put it back in the case, um, again, bravo to Mr. Walker, and just applause for Xseed to bring this game over here. It's truly beautiful design, piece of packaging. I mean, it kind of laments it to itself that it could give off the subtleties or the obvious hint that as you pick it up, it's called The Last Story, and yet the packaging is a book. So it kind of sets itself up again, if the owner can was connecting that. But I think I'm pretty confident to say that a lot of us out there who got the pre-order copy, um, it just sets your mind. It sets everything up to really embrace the game and really soak it all in. As a brand new experience, and so far so good. I'm still kind of relatively in the beginning portion of the game. I just managed to get onto a ship, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Drawbacks from the game, in my opinion, I really feel that you know obviously this game is marketed towards Japan first. Obviously so, because it came out last year in Japan. I mean, over a year for it to come over here is just insane. But and with that being said, of course, you're gonna have to kind of factor in that Japanese households are kind of more about compact type of living conditions, and I believe that the player is not really that far away from their screen, as opposed to here in the United States or even internationally. You're kind of far away. So, I play about 10 feet away from my couch playing the game, and this is one of the drawbacks of the game. It's just that the resolution doesn't really support high definition, and it's because of the Wii's hardware, and the design, the architecture, and just the programming and all that stuff. But look, it's the hardware, and it's very difficult, in my opinion, for me to really embrace the game from just the beautiful character design and how much time and effort just went into it. I mean, you can definitely tell right out the bat that you have just these characters and how they have their own identity, and then when you first see the city and you see how it's a living, breathing world, from the citizens to the taverns to the market and things of that nature, and the the uh, the kingdom and the castle and things like that, and I so desperately want to kind of experience that game and all its beautiful artistic character glory and design glory, and it's very limiting, in my opinion, to have it not HD, and the camera can certainly be a cumbersome experience, but once you can get around to that as soon as you understand your own fighting style and your own combat style. So just those two gripes. The loading times can be slightly annoying, but it is what it is. I mean, look, we would have never gotten this game over here. So again, Xseed, thank you so much for bringing this game over here, and I gladly gave my money away and to get this game, regardless how financially tight I was. But any responsible person out there, you stay 2 or 3 steps ahead, you can make anything happen. So that's pretty much about it. So I'm closing in on 10 minutes here. Thank you for your time, and this game is The Last Story. I recommend you buy it if you're lucky enough out there. Maybe you can find the pre-ordered edition, the special edition. But either way, I hope you guys get the title. and really experience this game from the great Sakaguchi-san and Uematsu-san. All right. So until then, guys, thanks for your time. Bye. The last story.